Hytale won't be launching until 2023 at the earliest. Hytale is a popular gaming platform with various updates, gameplays, and more, but recently, news shocked its fans and players. We are showing you everything to know, but before that, subscribe for more uploads like this. Here we go. After 6 months of silence, we have finally received an update on Hytale's progress. The ambitious Minecraft-inspired RPG's previously announced release date of 2021 has been scrapped, with developers Hypixel Studio stating, "We no longer expect to be ready to launch Hytale before 2023 at the earliest, and it could very well take longer." What has become clear is that we still have several years of work ahead of us before Hytale is ready to launch. We don't want to provide another estimated launch date that is incorrect. However, we no longer expect to be ready to launch Hytale before 2023, and it may take even longer. Making these decisions has been a difficult process. We had not anticipated such a lengthy project, and we know that this approach has its own risk and costs. We are aware of the dangers of scope creep, and we are working to ensure that we proceed with a clear understanding of what done means. We also know that continued development will be bad news for the Hytale community. We stated in December that we didn't think it was fair to keep anticipations as a fever pitch. Still, we are aware that the lack of communications over the last 6 months has allowed speculations to resurface, and that news of a longer wait is still likely to surprise many. Nonetheless, we are convinced that investing more time in development will benefit our community in the long run. It's worth repeating that Hytale will not be released as a surprise. We'll notify everyone as soon as we're on the final approach to launch. In the meantime, there will undoubtedly be new job postings, website updates, and changes to our back-end systems. While we understand the temptations to interpret these as a sign that launch is imminent, they are a normal part of our working process and not an indication that our plans have changed. Riot Games purchased Hypixel just over a year ago. With the backing of billionaires, they now have the time, resources, and people to create the game, allowing them to broaden its scope. This has pushed the game's release date forward. Our capabilities as a studio have significantly improved, and the scope of what we can do has expanded, they wrote on their blog. Simply put, we're better at making games than we used to be, but fully capitalizing on this will take time. One of the major new goals is to have Hytale connect to all of your devices. The previous development model would have separated PC players from mobile and console users, but Hypixel is determined to allow you to play and share across all platforms. Minecraft's 2 major versions have caused me a slew of problems. As much as it pains me to have to wait, Hypixel's reasoning is sound. We believe it is enormously important to avoid this, to create an ecosystem in which as many players as possible can play together and share their creations. I agree. However, this necessitates significant changes to Hytale's engine and our launch strategy, which extends development time. Wipe away those tears. There have been progress. The avatar system in the game will allow players to change their appearance whenever they want. We want to ensure that players feel free to express themselves creatively and freely, which has necessitated the new approach to the player character, who they are, what they can be, and how they fit into the world of Hytale. 2 major factors drive this evaluation. The first is that our studio's capabilities have significantly improved, as has the scope of what we can do. Simply put, we're better at making games than we used to be, but fully capitalizing on this takes time. The second consideration is the need to develop Hytale in such a way that it can be released on multiple platforms as soon as possible. Our goal has always been to release Hytale on mobile, consoles, and PC. But it becomes clear that we were heading for a scenario in which our community would be split across versions and devices. We believe it is critical to avoid this by creating an ecosystem in which as many players as possible can collaborate and share their creations. However, this necessitates significant changes to Hytale's engine and our launch strategy, which increases development time. More intriguing to me is the evolutions of combat systems. Each weapon modifies the character's combat style. For example, chain swords can be used for a lunge or a spin attack. On the other hand, maces are slow, stamina drainers who require precise timing to maximize their massive damage pools. That's pretty standard stuff, but the AI can use it all through a combat action evaluator, and the results are stunning. The system allows specific creatures to express their personalities through the way they fight. NPCs evaluate various conditions, such as the number and behavior of enemies, to determine their next course of action. This includes everything from the target and timing of their basic attacks to the executions of specific actions, such as switching weapons or using a special attack. Showing it all off with a short fight between a human and an AI avatar really nails how the battles between the two will flow. This is quite impressive. That's all. Stay tuned and let us know what you guys think about the delay in its launch in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for more uploads like this. See you soon.